Well, how about this beautiful sunset sky tonight, captured by Chris Scott out at Keswick. Certainly gorgeous. It was a beautiful day. I mean, this is bonus weather for January to get numbers in the 50s, considering where we're going. But you may root for snow and ice. We'll have more of that in a moment as well. But yeah, that snow globe will be shaken. This was a cool shot taken a couple years ago by Jim Carpenter over at the Rotunda at UVA. Pretty nice. Yes, we will shake the snow globe this weekend. Temperatures currently are backing down from daytime highs that were in the low and mid 50s, 49 at the airport, 48 in Madison, 44 in Stanton, 47 currently in Dillon, and 49 currently in Orange. We have one front off to our south and east. There is a little bit of light rain across portions of southeastern Virginia and the Tidewater. We'll average kind of partly cloudy skies here for tonight, but we've got at least two more fronts to come through between now and Saturday morning. So temperatures tonight will be colder. Last night we were above freezing. So tonight, mid to upper 20s across much of the region. Now your Friday will feature daytime highs more seasonable, maybe a little bit above, but generally in the mid to upper 40s east of the Blue Ridge across central Virginia, and some low to middle 40s across the Shenandoah Valley. We'll average mostly partly to mostly cloudy skies at times. Now, the wind will be picking up, but more so late afternoon and evening, and this will be behind the Arctic air mass that settles in. So we're talking about numbers that in terms of wind gusts, it'll top 20, maybe 25 miles an hour. For tomorrow evening through Saturday morning, we have cold weather alerts. Even areas that aren't are certainly going to be plenty cold. So even if we didn't have a storm, just the frigid nature of this air mass is speaks for itself, and it will be frigid not only during the storm but even after. So here we are tomorrow afternoon. We're still in the 40s, and then watch these temperatures start to fall. By Saturday morning, we're in the teens and 20s, and by early Saturday morning, single digits and teens. So this is the Arctic air mass that this next storm will have to work upon as we go into Saturday, later in the afternoon and evening, with temperatures in the teens and low 20s. Numerous weather watches. These are winter storm watches that stretch really from southern New England. You get farther to the west, those are winter storm warnings that goes all the way back to basically New Mexico. So temperatures in the teens and 20s for Saturday, Sunday. Snow begins Saturday evening, Saturday night, continues into Sunday. At some point Sunday, there'll likely be a changeover to at least some sleet. So our current forecast map here on this Thursday, about 8 to 12 inches across a large portion of the viewing area. That would include compacting a little bit with some sleet, but the snow will be fluffy and powdery in nature with this Arctic air mass. But if we do see freezing rain, we could have maybe a tenth upwards to possibly a quarter of an inch. That threat's a little greater down toward the Richmond area and point south and east in areas near the 460 corridor. So here we are as we get into Saturday, late afternoon and evening. Here comes the snow. It'll pick up in intensity Saturday night, overnight into Sunday morning, and throughout the day on Sunday, it'll just be watching this line as it tries to progress a little farther north with time. And the models are still indicating that that will likely happen. So that changes the precip over to sleet. Hopefully we can hold off on the freezing rain, but that would take us into Sunday night, and the system would pull out early on Monday, but then it's just still frigid. So a couple of fronts will work through. This is part of the energy that'll blossom moisture across the southern tier of the U.S. to coincide with this Arctic air mass. Look at these numbers across the northern plain states. They're in the negative teens across those areas. Temperatures tonight for us in the 20s under partly cloudy skies. There's a look at the Michael and Son 7-day forecast. Still have time to get things done for tonight and tomorrow and Saturday morning, and then just hunker down, if you will, as this storm unfolds for Saturday evening, Saturday night, all day on Sunday. Roads will be treacherous. Avoid any travel, and just the frigid nature as we go into Monday and next week with morning lows in the single digits. That's not counting any wind chills, and those temperatures basically below freezing.
Definitely make sure you prepare now.
Yes, start preparing.
Well, Charlotte's